As the 2026 World Cup approaches, football prepares for the final chapter of its most enduring rivalry, Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi leads the rivalry in career assists. Ronaldo holds the edge in total raw goals. For 17 years, the debate over who is statistically superior has produced no clear winner. Researchers at Universidad Syah Kuala used an engineering metric called competing failure modes to calculate the precise time it takes each player to score through 6 distinct methods: left-footed kicks, right-footed kicks, headers, penalties, free kicks, and long-range shots. This chart displays the raw distribution of goals scored per minute of play by both players. These Kaplan-Meier reliability curves track how often each player scores in every category. The data for both players maps almost identically across all 6 methods. This combined curve shows the final result. Within a 95% confidence interval, the two players are a mathematical tie in goal-scoring consistency over their entire professional careers. Since these core scoring metrics result in a draw, the deciding factor shifts toward the tactical and psychological variables of their international careers. Lionel Messi began as an undersized 10-year-old with a growth hormone deficiency. His first contract with Barcelona was famously written on a paper napkin because the club scout feared losing the chance to sign him. In his homeland, he was expected to single-handedly replicate the national success of Diego Maradona, the hero of Argentina's 1986 victory. Argentina's historical strategy reflected this expectation. Simply give the ball to Messi and wait for him to produce a moment of isolated brilliance. This tactical isolation placed a heavy burden on the captain, who was often left to navigate entire matches without a dedicated support system. Despite his individual performance, Argentina faced repeated, agonizing losses in 3 major finals between 2014 and 2016. The weight of these near misses led Messi to a tearful, temporary retirement in 2016, where he stated that his time with the national team had ended. Even world-class scoring reliability can reach a limit when a player is tactically isolated, leaving them to carry a nation's expectations alone. The shift began in 2018 with the appointment of head coach Lionel Scaloni. Scaloni moved away from relying on Messi's solo efforts to build a functional unit known as La Scaloneta. The Nice system utilized a back 3 and placed Rodrigo de Paul in the midfield as a dedicated protector. This defensive structure was designed to absorb pressure, which afforded Messi total creative freedom to influence the game higher up the pitch. Within this protected environment, Messi transitioned from an isolated savior into a supportive father figure for the squad. He took on a mentorship role for younger players like Enzo Fernandez, who had once written public letters begging Messi not to leave the team. Messi also adopted a more aggressive edge, becoming more vocal with officials and more willing to directly confront opponents to defend his teammates. By integrating his individual skill into a unified tactical shape, Scaloni successfully changed Messi's role within the squad. At the 2022 World Cup, Argentina operated as a collective, with the squad openly motivated to win the tournament for their captain. Messi utilized bursts of energy within Scaloni's protective shape to dismantle opponents during key moments of the tournament. Cristiano Ronaldo's experience was different. He exited the tournament early after being benched by the Portuguese manager. While Ronaldo struggled to find his place in a changing national setup, Messi found a way to align his diminishing physical powers with a functional team structure. Argentina's victory in the final provided the trophy Messi had chased for 16 years. After the game, Messi was photographed parading a trophy for his fans. Ironically, that specific cup was a gold-plated replica owned by 2 fans in the crowd. To the millions of people in Buenos Aires, the authenticity of the medal was secondary to what the moment represented. Messi already possessed more individual accolades and records than any other player. Messi's willingness to adapt his individual role to a supportive team structure ultimately delivered the international success that statistical reliability alone could not.